everyone, welcome to my 38 week update. I really have to think about that then. So I am 38 weeks and 6 days today, as per usual. I am always turning the next week the following day on the Thursdays, and today's Wednesday. So yeah, bit of an eventful week this week, I'll be honest. I went to the midwife this morning and she said that the baby was measuring small, or my bump hadn't grown since I went last time at 36 plus 6. And obviously I'm 2 weeks later on now, so they would expect me to be, I think they measure from the top of your bump to your pelvic bone, and they expect you to be like a centimetre per week. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And I hadn't grown since the last time she measured me. I'm actually smack bang in the middle of the healthy region for growth, but I was quite high, plotting quite high previously, and so I've kind of like gone to the middle now. But she was fine about it. She wasn't overly concerned. She just said that as a matter of precaution, she was going to send us for a growth scan. So we are going for a growth scan on Saturday, which I'm kind of happy about because I'll get to see him, I'll make sure he's okay, and we'll get an indication of also how big he is, which will help with things like, what clothes to take to the hospital, and just a bit of reassurance really, because I haven't had a scan since 19 weeks, which seems like a really long time. And obviously they'll check the fluid levels around the baby, and just make sure that it's nothing like that, or that the placenta isn't working properly. So yeah, that happened today. And she also booked me in for a sweep in 2 weeks' time. So I have to go back 2 weeks today for my first sweep, and at that point I'll be nearly 41 weeks. And then she said at that appointment they would talk about induction if the sweep was unsuccessful, which a lot of the time it is. And I think you can have more than one sweep. I don't really want to be induced. I think that it gives you a more painful labour, and you're more likely to have help, and also more likely to have an epidural and all of those different things and false hormones in your body, and it's kind of like not really what we want to do. So I think I would go for at least one sweep, and then perhaps a couple, before we went for the induced route. But yeah, it's a real balance, because you want your baby to come and you're a little bit impatient, but at the same time waiting those 3 extra weeks, which in the grand scheme of things, when you consider how long like your baby's going to be here forever, 3 weeks actually isn't a long time. And while I feel so good in myself, I would really just rather force myself to be patient. I'm actually feeling great. I'm still going to the gym. I'm actually probably going to the gym more now than I ever have, and in my pregnancy, because I've got more time on my hands obviously, and I feel really fine. I've had a little bit of sort of loose hips, or pain in my pelvis at night time, mostly if I've walked a long way in the day. I'm trying to go for a walk every day, at least half an hour's worth of walk every day, to sort of keep me going, and also to encourage the baby to leave. So I get a little bit of pain, but she said that's completely normal. It's just my hips relaxing and everything sort of expanding to make room for the baby to come out. Other than that, I feel pretty good, out of breath for no reason, but apart from that, pretty good. I have put on a pound in the last 2 weeks, so I'm now 9 stone 8, which is a total gain of 1 stone 6 pounds, which is fine, she said. Although they don't really, I kind of volunteered that information. She didn't actually weigh me, and they don't tend to weigh you, which surprises me, especially if the baby's measuring small. I would have kind of expected them to explore that route, that maybe I hadn't put enough weight on, but she wasn't concerned about that at all. She checked his heartbeat and it was absolutely fine. He's moving like crazy, like literally, because there's no room left, I can feel every single movement, and he is head down and he is engaged, so he's in the right position. So yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of things that have changed this week. It is starting to get real now, but I can't imagine going into labour. Like, I really can't. I think Paul keeps, like, my husband keeps looking at me as if to say, like, oh, you know, it could be any day now, but I genuinely don't think it is going to be. I think I'm probably going to have to be induced at 42 weeks. I just haven't had any sort of signs at all. I had what I thought were Braxton Hicks, which is the tightening of the stomach area, which wasn't uncomfortable, but it could just be because he's so high up. Sometimes I can feel his bum pushing on me, and I'm not sure whether it's the baby moving or whether it's Braxton Hicks. There's not a lot of difference between how I like the feelings of them, so yeah, I'm really not sure about that. So I just can't see it happening. I can't see myself going into spontaneous labour. I'm not taking my due date too seriously. I'm going, in my head I've got another 3 weeks, which I am fine about. I'm just trying to enjoy this time and enjoy the sleep. It can be a little bit lonely, I suppose, being on maternity leave, especially because it's January and the weather's horrible and everyone's skin. And so I'm trying to keep active and keep my days busy to keep my mind off things. We've pretty much bought everything that we need to buy for him now, and the nursery's been organised a million times and the bag's been packed a million times. I'm going to take my bag with me to the growth scan on Saturday, just in case they say we're going to have to induce you for whatever reason. I very much doubt that's going to happen, and I'll probably be here next week, still pregnant on my due date. So yeah, I might skip next week's 39-week update and just talk to you on my due date, because yeah, I'm going to hopefully plan something on my due date. They say that's a good tip to keep your mind occupied. Nesting's still very much real, still cleaning everything that's around in the house, organising, sorting the nursery out, doing everything like that. So yeah, so really quick update basically. We'll know more on Saturday, and then I'll let you guys know next week what's going on. I'm not overly concerned. She didn't really seem concerned. She just said that it was policy, and that if I didn't grow, that they would send me. But I know quite a few people that have been for growth scans, and it might just be that I'm petite and there's not a lot of room left for him to grow, so he's just stopped. But I'm more excited to just see him than anything. I know he's okay because he's moving loads, and that's really reassuring. So yeah, so I'll show you the bump for 38 weeks. Well, I say hopefully, I shouldn't have really grown, because that's what they've said. But I haven't, and that's why I have to go for a growth scan. So yeah, that is the bump there. For 38 plus 6. I have a lot of marks on my trousers wear, but I don't actually really have many stretch marks. Just the darkening around my belly button as per usual. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Still loving the maternity jeans. I'm not sure I'm ever going to really want to get rid of these bad boys. Really wondering what I'm going to wear afterwards, because I haven't got any clothes at all, and there's only like 3 outfits that fit me at the moment, which is a little bit depressing. But I don't want to obviously buy any clothes until I know what my body's going to be like afterwards. God knows what that's going to look like, so we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, I will keep you posted. I've also filmed a couple of other videos. I filmed a name tag video, and I'm going to do a couple more just to stock up, so that if I do go into labour, you'll have content for when I'm sort of off grid for a little bit. But I'm hoping that I will be with you next week, and I will be full term. So thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye.